Good evening, and welcome to a beautiful Ronnie Quick Field on the campus of Roswell Sterling High School here in Baytown, Texas. For this Game 1 of the Best of 3 Series, Region 3 quarterfinal matchup between the 22-5A district champion FRIENDSWOOD Mustangs and the 21-5A district champion Neches-Groves Indians. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 34, Pacheco. Batting cleanup, catching, number 1, Dylan.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Batting fifth, playing first base, number 25, Boots Landry. Batting sixth, playing third base, number 6, Devin Andrews. Batting 7th, DH, number 12, Michael Wright. Batting 8th, playing right field, number 2, Landon Montemayor. Batting 9th, playing second base, number 23, Reed South. And doing the pitching tonight, number 14, Jacob Rogers. The reserves for the FRIENDSWOOD Mustangs, number 3, Caden Montemayor. Number 4, David Wells. Number 8, Mason Munn. Number 9, Easton Tuma. Number 11, Colin Cowie. Number 15, Marcel Cantu. Number 16, Ty Brantley. Number 17, Ethan Rose. Number 20, Jackson Burt. Number 21, Drew Harris. Number 24, Colin Winfield. Number 26, Cooper Burt. Number 28, Griffin Casemeyer. And number 3, Caleb Phelps. The FRIENDSWOOD Mustangs are coached by head coach Corey Benavidez, assistant coaches Travis Moore, Brandon Jackson, and Brian Mavis. Now, for the home court Neches-Groves Indians. Leading off and playing center field, number 2, Blake Bose. Batting second, playing second base, number 8, Dean Guidry. Batting third and catching, number 18, Ryan Sosa. Batting cleanup, playing third base, number 9, Chase Johnson. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 3, Tristan Abshire. Batting sixth and DHing, number 22, Caleb Falk. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 1, Christian Sullivan. Batting eighth, playing left field, number 23, Matthew Kendrick. And batting ninth, playing shortstop, number 19, Landon Ganeri. Doing the pitching tonight for the Indians, number 10, Thomas Reinhold. The reserve for the home for Neches-Groves Indians, number 4, Luke Nguyen. Number 5, Brody Bailey. Number 6, Kyle Mouton. Number 7, Connor Rockaport. Number 13, Blake Golke. Number 14, Adrian Absher. Number 15, Fisher Einkoff. Number 16, Reed Landry. Number 17, Case Cookman. Number 20, Kobe Trahan. Number 24, Riley Jason. The Indians are coached by head coach Scott Carter and assistant coaches Norman Abster and Jace Nelson. Now we ask that you please rise and gentlemen remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome in to Vype Live Sports. I'm Joe Hollier, along with Kate Lyko, our QA back in the studio, Dandra McVenue. And we are coming to you live from Ross Sterling High School in Baytown, Texas. And it has been a interesting couple of days. We've had enough rain to last us through the spring, but as of right now, we are playing on a turf infield, and it looks pretty good at the moment. We're actually sitting in a puddle of water where we're broadcasting from. We're right behind home plate, just behind the brick wall. A lot of foul territory, as Cade mentioned to me a little while ago, here at this ballpark. The number one in the nation, FRIENDSWOOD Mustangs, set to take on Port Neches-Groves Indians. Both of these are district winners. The Mustangs going undefeated through District 22-5A, and then Port Neches-Groves winning their district, going 10-2. Their two biggest wins, though, came against Barbers Hill, who tied them for the district title, but with the tiebreaker with Port Neches-Groves winning those two games, they are the district champions at 21-5A. On the mound,
Thomas Reinhold, number 10, is on the mound for Port Neches-Groves. Big right-hander.
Senior right-hander. Hard-throwing right-hander. Again, it's going to be Rogers against Reinhold. There is lots of clouds in the area. We are not covered, so barring rain, we should be okay, but if it should start to rain,
we're going to be scrambling.
we might have to interrupt the broadcast for a moment. UIL has another crew here that has the video rights to this game, so that's why if you're just tuning in, you see the screenshot, and it will be basically a radio broadcast here from us on Vype Live. Kevin Newkirk set to lead it off for the Mustangs here in the top of the first. Mustangs will be the visiting team this game and will be home tomorrow. This is a 3-game series.
Yeah, best of 3 should be exciting. We're out here amongst them with the crowd tonight, and it's loud and it's exciting.
Newkirk hitting .300 on the season. Takes a fastball for strike one. Mustangs in their royal blue. And Port Neches-Groves sporting the purple and white, kind of the old Astros 80s uniform with the stripes across the lower half of the uniform, the rainbows, but in purple. Another good pitch on the outside corner, and it's 0-2. This is a packed house. FRIENDSWOOD has PNG outnumbered by a little bit, but PNG does travel well. So they have a full bleacher on the left and Mustangs have pretty much got it everywhere else. This ball grounded to the left side. Big hop for the third baseman. It's an easy 5-3, and there's one away.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this turf plays. Got a lot of bounce to it. It's some of that tall grass turf, though, so sometimes that second hop can be tricky. It can kind of burn on you a little bit.
Does.
Let's see how that plays.
Gets on you quicker. You might get a truer hop on this infield, but the ball does get there a little bit quicker.
Yeah, that second one's always tricky.
Here's Winkler. Winkler hitting .333. He has some interesting stats this year. He's been hit a dozen times. Almost got number 13. That was high and tight.
Yeah, we talked about it beforehand. Hit by pitch 12 times and 14 walks, so 26 plate appearances that will go not on his record. So.
Good breaking ball. That's about the best breaking ball I've seen so far in the playoffs. Not a big bend. It actually looks like a fastball and then tails off. Pretty much that. Actually, that may have been his slider. That was a really pretty pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. If you're just joining us, we are on the top of the first. Lays one down the third base line. He's going to have to hurry to try and get him. It's going to be close. Then they got him by half step.
Good
so
play.
A couple of nice plays by the third baseman, Chase Johnson. And Winkler laid that down beautifully.
That was a great bunt. Third baseman did a great job charging that ball and had to make a perfect throw on the run and did. And just by a tick, got him at first. Good hustle by Winkler.
So here's the big question. This is an old school coach. Almost 600 victories to his name. Scott Carter's been around 31 years doing this. And it came right after Pacheco. Fouls off the first pitch, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, he got a lot of the plate on that pitch. I'm sure Czech would like to have that one back.
Absolutely would. Reinhold taking a long time looking in. Here's the 0-1. It's grounded foul down the right field line. Chaco hitting a measly .552 on the year. He has 4 strikeouts, 31 walks, 37 hits, 34 RBIs, 34 runs scored. And he's down 0-2. And a good off-speed changeup gets him swinging. And, of course, you can hear the reaction from Port Neches-Groves. That's going to be their biggest fear tonight.
Well, that was a good inning by Thomas Reinhold there, the senior pitcher from Port Neches. 10 pitches, 1 ball. So all up in the strike zone. Friendswood's, you know, they're ready. They're swinging a bat, but they're going to have to get on it here.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start looking earlier in the count for sure if he's going to be pumping in early strikes. But, you know, that's Newkirk's job is to take a few pitches and see what they're up against. So we got Rogers taking the mound for the Mustangs. Definitely a harder thrower than his counterpart. Defensively, you'll have Winkler at third, Pacheco at short, South at second, Boots Landry over at first base. Sorry, Devin Andrews at third. Winkler's going to be in left field, Newkirk in center, and Landon Montemayor in right field for the Mustangs defensively. Blake Boast, the center fielder, will lead it off for Port Neches-Groves.
And it's nice being out here, just listening to Jacob Rogers warm up here. I mean, you know he throws hard, but when you're down here and you can hear that heavy fastball hitting that glove, it's popping. It's nice.
Rogers, 52 innings pitched, 9 games. He's 8-0. He's given up 26 and only 4 runs. 26 hits, 4 runs. 3 of those runs are earned. He's walked 16 and he struck out 74.
Wow.
a sub-1 ERA at .404, and he's only hit one batter.
Struck out 74. They've only played 27 games, and he hasn't pitched all 27,
No,
so think about that
no,
for a minute.
He's only been in 9 games, and he has 74 strikeouts.
That is incredible.
So, yeah, do the math. Both swinging at the first pitch. So you see Port Neches-Groves coming out aggressive. Scott Carter, the head coach for the Indians. 570 wins in his 31-year career. Curveball in there for a called strike, and it's 0-2. Swept the season series from Barbers Hill, who is currently playing check swing called no swing. It's 1-2. Currently playing the Santa Fe Indians tonight, and they're playing at Barbers Hill. Good curveball, got him looking, just froze him.
Good.
And there's one away.
Seeing Jacob get a little crafty there. Just painted that outside corner with a curveball. That was nice. Throws the batter.
Set him up with the high inside pitch, and then came back with a curveball away, and that's just good pitching. Here's Dean Guidry, the second baseman. Guidry back to the mound. Rogers will toss it over underhand to Boots, and there's 2 away.
Good boy.
Brings up the catcher, Ryan Sosa.
So far, they're looking to swing early. Both the batters have received first pitch fastballs. Both been swinging here, so I'd like to see if he mixes it up here, maybe.
The curveball's working. I bet that's what he comes with. Strike 1. Nope. Gas inside, and it's 1-0.
It's a good spot. I like to see him come in, try to get that ball inside, deep on the hands there.
Curveball bounces away from Maxey, and it's 2 balls and no strikes to Sosa. Friendswood met up with Port Neches-Groves back in 2010. Mustangs winning that best of 3, 2 games to 3. Won the game 3 in a walk-off balk. You remember that. Grounded right side. Tough play for Boots. Got in between the hop.
Good job. That's that tough second hop we were talking about there. That second one almost ate him up, but he was able to stay in front and knock it down and finish the play there and get the out.
3 up, 3 down for the Mustangs, and we will head to the second inning. We have no score here at Ross Sterling High School. We'll be back after the break.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Lily pulls up in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school, plus all those memories that are on the line too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Maxey will lead it off for the Mustangs here in the top of the second. Dylan hitting .350 this year. Hung around the 300 mark for a long time, and then as he got to the playoffs, he's just gotten hotter and hotter. Pitch off the plate, and it's 1-0.
That's a good take there, not too aggressive. So recognize the pitch early, laid off. It was a good job.
1-0 to Dylan. Hit high into left field. Got under it just a little bit. Pitch was up. That's the pitch I've been trying to get Dylan to let go. Not the only guy I know that can hit that pitch is Jose Altuve.
Yeah, he chased a little bit out of the zone there, up and away, but he'll come around. He always does. Let's see what Boots has got here.
Boots also climbing stars. Average has really skyrocketed here towards the end of the season. A couple of hits in the last playoff game. 3 RBIs, so it's nice to see Boots coming around. Again, the Mustangs are going to have to go through the lineup a couple times before they get used to Reinhold. Reinhold with 3 good pitches so far that I've seen.
Yeah, that little straight change he threw to Pacheco was really nice.
It was.
Pulled the string on.
Had movement down and in. That one gets blown by Boots a little bit late on that, and he's down 1-2. Andrews on deck. There's 1 away, nobody on. We've yet to have a base runner in this ball game. We get into a pitcher's duel, this game will be over pretty quick.
The way these pitchers are throwing strikes, it won't take long, that's for sure.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Almost got Boots in the foot. Runs the count full. Here's the payoff pitch. The windup and the delivery. Right down the pipe, and he got a piece of it. But the catcher held on.
Yep.
Second strikeout. Here's Andrews. Devin hitting .254, 10 RBIs, 15 runs. He has 1 double, 1 triple, and 1 home run on the season. Pitch tails inside. Tell the Neches-Groves crowd didn't like it. This ball's ripped into right center field. It's down. Andrews looking for second base. He's got 1. He's headed for 2. The throw into second will pulled up lane.
Hamstring.
He gets the second. He'll have to have a pinch runner. We'll see.
Maybe he's just joshing. I think he's just jacking around. He's fired up. That was a great hit right there. Just drove it, hit it where it's pitched, right to the right center field gap there.
So a double with 2 outs in the inning.
So Michael Wright up, the DH.
Wright hitting from the left side, so it's righty versus lefty. First pitch, swing and a miss. As Wright went after a pitch high in the zone. Like the aggressiveness, though.
Yeah. They say hitting's contagious, and there's only one way to hit, and that's swing the bat. So he was ready.
Montemayor on deck. Curveball, beauty. Froze him, and he's down 0-2. Wright hitting .306. Struck out 10 times this year. One of the few Mustangs in double digits in strikeouts. Got a piece of that one late, but going to stay alive. It's still 0-2. 2 outs, runner at second. No score. We are in the top of the second. Joe Hollier and Cade Lyko coming to you live, and we're as close to this field as you can get, right behind home plate. Trying to hold DA on. Curveball.
Oh, look at this.
Went up, got good play there by. Throw it away. No, it's safe third. So a nice job of the first baseman going up high, but give DA a lot of credit as he ran interference on that ground ball.
Yep.
And caused a high throw from the shortstop. It'll go down as an E6.
Yeah, the shortstop kind of got caught on his heels a little bit there. Didn't charge it. I don't know if it's partially because DA running in front of him, but got caught back. Made him kind of elevate his throw over to first there and threw the ball high. And good hustle from Michael Wright. Not giving up on it, just hustling down the line and beating that out and putting it first and third with 2 outs.
So here's Montemayor. Landing near 300. He's 296. Takes a ball high. Montemayor with 11 RBIs. And has a chance to put the Mustangs on the board here. First and third, 2 outs. Another pitch up in the zone.
Good job by Montemayor there, laying off the high stuff.
2 balls, no strikes. Benavides walking down the third base line, letting everybody in on what he wants on this pitch. Good hit and run pitch here. Right at first. Andrews at third. There goes the runner. Hit and run, and it's on.
Big.
Another hit on the shortstop. The throw across is in time.
Just by a step.
Slow roller. And Montemayor rolls over on it, and a 6-3 ends the threat for the Mustangs. No runs on 1 hit and 1 error. We will head to the bottom of the second. No score.
Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts.
Wait, hold on just a moment.
It's true that Vype Live, formerly K-Max Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have
Chase Johnson's going to lead it off for the Indians here in the bottom of the second. Rogers' first pitch is in there for a called strike. The 0-1, and fouled straight back, and it's 0-2. Here's the 0-2 from Rogers, and it's lifted high into right field. Long run for Montemayor, and he'll get it on one hop, but way in foul territory. They'll reset and do it again.
That was a lot of plate for an 0-2 fastball there. I'd like to see that a little more off the plate or a little more up, but he got away with it. He's got enough juice on it. It gets by him there. It gets late. Trying
to go upstairs here. And
there you go.
Does. And now particularly when he comes back with that curveball away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're just starting the bottom of the second. There it is.
There it is. Well executed right there. Show him the high fastball, change the eye level, and then break one off on the outer half. Down and away. That's beautiful.
2 strikeouts for Rogers, both looking. Here's Tristan Abshire, the first baseman. Big, tall lefty. Rogers' first pitch is off the plate for a ball. Rogers having just a phenomenal year. Off-speed pitch in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Feel free to text in. Let us know you're listening. 832-571-8291. Good pitch on the inside corner. Friendswood doesn't like the call, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
Still serves a purpose. Good down and in pitch.
And that just misses outside.
Squeezing him a little bit here, it seems like.
Yeah, those are not far off the plate at all. And way late on that one, and the count runs full. Here's the 3-2. Oh, good job of hitting there.
Yeah.
So that's just self-defense, staying alive, and he'll get another swing. So.
And I like what Rogers did there. He took a second, stepped back off the mound, took a deep breath, reset his head, and he called his pitch there. He shook off the first pitch. He got the one he wanted, made a great pitch.
This is lined over the head of Pacheco, and there's the first hit of the ball game for Port Neches-Groves. And that's the advantage that you get when you get ahead in the count like that. You know, guys got to come in there and throw a strike. Again, umpire kind of cheated him on a couple of close pitches.
Yeah, definitely squeezed him, but, you know, the batter there did a great job, did what he was supposed to do. He fouled off the tough pitches, got one that was left up a little bit and hit it where it was pitched, and you got to give credit to that kid.
1 on, 1 out.
Good pitch.
That's the pitch I kind of wish he'd have come back with at 3-2.
Yeah, went to the well one too many times with the fastball on the last batter, but that's okay.
Mustangs have been solid defensively this year. Which, you know, pretty self-evident when you're 27-0.
Right.
You got to be doing a lot of things right. Started the runner, and that made Pacheco leave his position at short to go cover the bag. A little hit and run. Again, this is a coach. He's been around a while.
There's
a
nothing
smart
he
guy.
hasn't seen, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Put the runner in motion, make something happen, and just like that, we got runners at first and second with 1 out. Here's the right fielder, Christian Sullivan. Great block by Maxey. Curveball. And again, we talk about this turf infield. That ball comes off
it skips
much
different.
Sure. So Maxey's got to figure that out as well.
Did a great job. He kicks out so quick there and gets down and really blocks those balls great. And, you know, it keeps that double play in check for his pitcher. He get a good ground ball here. With this infield, double plays, you know, definitely not out of the question.
So Sullivan ahead in the count 2-0, 2 on, 1 out. And Rogers way high with that pitch, and it's 3-0.
Good job by Maxey here. Calling time. Going to go talk to him, settle him down a minute. That's a really good move by the young catcher there. Just, you know, you got to do that for your pitcher. Go talk to him a minute. Let him calm down. Tell him, hey, man, we didn't get here for, for nothing. You've been here before. Let's just settle down, throw your pitches. Let your defense work.
And you don't have to make a perfect pitch here. You
Right.
still got an open base.
Right.
Don't give in. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Taking all the way. 3-1 to Sullivan. Another good hitter's count here. There goes the runner. Pushes a bunt up the right side. Boots will get it, tag him out. But he does move the 2 runners over. Good job by Boots coming in hard and getting that one. 2 down now.
Yeah, and a smart decision there to just tag the runner, not try to turn, throw the ball back, to first base with the runner advancing to third there. Kept the play in front of him the whole time, and a little bit of a gift there, giving us an out after 2 straight hits. I'll take it. Take the out.
Here's Kendrick, the left fielder. 2 runners in scoring position. Ooh, Maxie doing a great job going up and getting that pitch. Woo! Rogers with a little extra on that one.
Good pitch.
And you're exactly right, because you're still ahead in the count, where even if you take that pitch, you got another one to go on.
Yeah, I was a little surprised to see that there.
Because the walk still moves the 2 runners over.
Right.
The 1-1. Hit down the right field line. Long run from Montemayor, and it will drop just foul.
Good hustle by the young man out there.
1 ball and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, you got to figure the coach is probably thinking too. He knows Rogers, right? He knows what he's capable of. He knows that any run they can get is good against Rogers. So he's probably trying to play a little small ball early and moving runners up and just hoping to push one across. But I'll definitely trade the out.
Here's the 1-2. Curveball, swing and a miss, and Rogers
right
gets
there.
him.
Great job, young man.
PNG strands 2 runners. And Rogers picks up his 2nd strikeout of the inning. 1 to start the frame and 1 to end it. And at the end of 2, we have no score. Back in a bit.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Texas high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Hey, for all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to gear up and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Gear up this spring at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Now we're set to start the top of the 3rd. Reed South will lead it off for your Mustangs. Got a curveball hanging and swings through it for strike 1. Throws another curveball. I guess a piece of that one.
Yeah, Reed was more ready for that one. I think the first one caught him a little off guard. It was a little indecisive with the swing, and I think he recognized that it was hanging, so he knew he had to go get after it, but a little indecisive. That was a better swing there.
0-2 to South. High gas, lays off of it. South having a good year defensively and offensively. Reed hitting 323. Just gets a piece of it, stay alive. We talked about how he's a pretty good number 9 hitter because it's just like having another leadoff guy.
Right.
The 1-2. And Reed lays off. Good at bat by South.
Yeah, that's why you love having Reed in the 9 hole. He's a great contact hitter. He's got a good knowledge of the zone. He fouls off tough pitches until he can get one he can put in play and move the baseball.
The 2-2. And waved at that one.
That was a great pitch. That was a nasty slider there.
Here's Newkirk.
Number 13, Kevin Newkirk.
Kevin grounded out to third. His first time up. Comes up here with bases empty. And one away. Inside and in the dirt. One of my mentors, Licata, would go, "That's turf, son, that's not dirt." Old school habits are hard to break. Fouled away, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Newkirk. Thank Dylan's dad, Doug, for bringing me a little snack pregame.
A little snack.
It's an appetizer, but, you know, it looks more like a meal, doesn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Here's the 1-1 to Newkirk. Good breaking pitch in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kevin. You know, you got to gear up for that fastball. And you got to get that foot down and wait on that curveball. Both pitchers looking strong in the early going. Fastball looking on the outside corner.
Yeah, Reinholdt's looking real comfortable up there. He's pitching really well. I'm impressed with his stuff.
So back-to-back strikeouts. Brings up Winkler. Isaiah grounded out to third his first time up. Actually tried to bunt his way on. And laid down such a good one, I thought he was going to get it. Chase Johnson had other plans. 2 outs in the inning. High curveball, didn't come down in time. It's 1-0. Swings through that pitch. Fastball on the outside part of the plate, and it's 1-1. Overcast skies, again, hints of rain, but nothing yet. That pitch stays up. And I mean, this place is packed.
Yeah, great crowd.
It is standing room only.
I love it. Both teams up on the rail in the dugout. Nobody's sitting. Crowd's into it.
This is what the playoff is all about. Ball hit high into left field. And shortstop's actually going to drift back and make the catch for out number 3.
Good job by the shortstop there. I noticed he turned and ran to a spot, turned around, found the baseball, and just camped out under it. It was a good job by him. Not to just run over the shoulder and drift back and drift back and drift back. He turned, ran, got to a spot. That was a good job.
We will head to the bottom of the third. Still no score here at Ross Sterling High School. Your Friendswood Mustangs taking on the Port Neches-Grove Indians in the quarterfinals of the UIL playoffs.
It's been a trying year for parents. They've been confronted with countless challenges and have always risen to the occasion. If it isn't too much to ask, the 826,000 high school student athletes in Texas have one last request.
Please, set an example.
Disorderly fan conduct at high school athletic events is on the rise. It increasingly involves parents. There's no question that parents are passionate. There's no question they care about their children. But at a time when we're all wound a little more tightly than usual, it's worth remembering this about Texas high school sports. Always be a good example. Stop unruly fan behavior before it starts.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Rogers quickly ahead here, 0-2. And
great pitch.
Three
good morning, good afternoon,
pitches.
and good night.
So Ganeri goes down looking. Strikeout number 4 for Rogers. Here's Blake Boast. Struck out looking his first time up. Both these teams have been in some tight games. We'll check swing foul. The Mustangs have won 1-0 games a couple of times. Port Neches-Groves has won a few one-run games themselves. So,
well, with Port Neches, it's really been a tale of two seasons. They started the season 0-5. They didn't get back to 500 until those Barbers Hills games where they won 2 straight, got back to 13-1, and then they went on a run in district. And, you know, sometimes it just pays to be hot at the right time, and here they are.
Boast fooled by that pitch and is now down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two and two. Nobody on. We're in the bottom of the third.
Gas.
Nothing but. You can hear the crowd reaction. That was a strikeout swinging. So now Rogers ending the last inning with a strikeout, has struck out 3 in a row. That's 79 strikeouts on the year. Guidry asks for time. It's an old school trick there. Guidry hit it back to Rogers his first time up.
Guidry's a second baseman for Port Neches. I was watching him during warm-ups when they were taking their infield, outfield, and really impressed with his action out there. Looks like a solid second baseman.
Pitch misses outside, says home plate umpire. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. There's nobody on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Rogers.
Good pitch.
Same place. It's a little payback call there, I guess. What you want to call it.
Wow.
That would have been ball 3, but again, that looks like a fastball and then just drops off the earth, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, Jacobs, Rogers' motion doesn't change much between his fastballs off speed. The arm slot stays the same. So it's hard to pick that up sometimes. And when you're throwing gas like he does, if you commit selling out to a fastball and then he breaks off that slider, it's going to be tough.
Fastball fouled back. Count remains 2-2. And another curveball off speed. So Rogers strikes out the side. Mustangs looking to get something going here in the top of the fourth. They'll have Pacheco, Maxey, and Landry coming up.
For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Joe Hollier and Cade Lyko bringing you live action between the #1 nationally ranked Friendswood Mustangs and the 21-5A district champions, Port Neches-Groves Indians. Some kid named Pacheco is going to lead it off. You might have heard of him.
Yeah, I'm ready for this matchup. After the first at bat, Ryan Holt got the best of it, but I'm anxious to see what adjustments Pacheco makes here. I think it's going to be a good adjustment. Let's just say that.
Came right at him in the first at bat. Got a pitch down and in and fouled it to the right side. Having a conversation with the home plate umpire. He's just asking, is that a strike or not? Reinhold has done a pretty good job hitting his spots. And I'm telling you, that's what you have to do to this guy. Yeah. You've got to hit your spots.
That right there was an excellent pitch. It was a ball out off the plate, but great velocity, great location.
Ball hit and down in the right field. Lucky that pitch didn't go somewhere else. Got a pitch up in the zone. And as you mentioned, the second time around goes to the favor of Pacheco. We're in the top of the fourth. There is no score. Mustangs with their first leadoff batter on. Pacheco is a threat to steal. Dylan Maxey at the plate, the junior catcher. Gets a good breaking ball in there for a called strike. Dylan checking his list.
Come on, D-Mac. Come on, D-Mac.
Dylan leads the team in RBIs with 45. He needs one more to tie the record for a single season. Two more to break it.
Yeah, we're definitely within reach. We were talking about that before the game of several records. Batting average for Pacheco. RBIs for Maxey, doubles for Maxey.
Here goes Pacheco. High fly ball, deep left center field to the warning track, and it is
out of here. That young man just keeps on balling.
Dylan Maxey 360.
My goodness.
Sets the all-time RBI single-season record
in one swing.
In high fashion.
The record is yours, young man. A long-standing RBI record for Friendswood baseball just fell, folks. That young man, I've said it before, I'll say it again, he's a star. Just happening before our eyes.
Alex Anastas move over. Dylan Maxey, the junior catcher, has just broken your record and given the Mustangs a 2-0 lead here in the quarterfinals against Port Neches-Groves.
Maxey hitting that ball to the left center power alley, 365 there. The fence jumps up to probably about 12 or 14 feet, but he picked the short part of the fence there. It was the perfect spot. The center fielder actually lost his glove over the wall there.
Boots swings and misses. I'll be honest with you, that was a Pacheco-esque home run because it was just towering.
Right.
You think, okay, well, that's a deep fly ball to center field. And then you keep seeing the center fielder going back. And then all of a sudden, it's just over the wall.
And the wind's not really blowing. There's a light breeze out to left center, but, I mean, I'm looking at the flag. It's not whipping or anything. I mean, he hit it on the screws. He just got a little under it. But he's got the bat speed and the pop, and he drove it out of the park. So
I will have the score up here shortly, everybody. It's forgive me. It's the 1-2. Boots lays back, lines it deep to left field and to the warning track, and it's caught.
So here we go, second time through the order. And, you know, like they've done all season, even when they struggled with a particular pitcher, whoever it might be, usually the second time through they start seeing it better, they make their adjustments, and they've done it all year, and they're doing it again. Starting to hit the balls hard.
That's the first out of the inning. Here's DA, doubled, had the first hit of the game for the Mustangs. DA going pretty much the same spot he went this last time, but got a little more air under it. And the center fielder runs it down for out number 2. Dylan and I have started a pregame hug. It started the game. He hit 2 home runs, a 3-run shot, and a grand slam, and so we've continued that, and we haven't changed much of anything.
Just like all ball players do. When something starts working, you don't change it.
Now, I have been changing my underwear. I can't say the same for Dylan. I just don't know. I know, as you mentioned, baseball players are creatures of habit. Oh, Tony Gibbons calling in, texting in. Tony, good to hear from you. Thanks for listening, bud. Grounded right side, easy play for the first baseman, and that'll do it for the Mustangs. But damage is done. The Mustangs get on the board thanks to a single by Pacheco and then a 2-run bomb by the catcher Dylan Maxey. And we will head to the bottom of the 4th with the Mustangs up 2-0.
There are no words to describe it. The isolation, the boredom, the loneliness. If you're wondering where your teenage son or daughter's spirit went, you're hardly alone. The past year has been devastating, especially for them. But here's the good news. They might just find it again, playing high school sports. Workouts that stimulate, teammates and coaches that care, the sense of belonging so many of us have been missing lately. That's what school sports are all about. The sense of achievement is real, and the camaraderie is hard to beat. Coping with uncertainty is difficult, but school sports can help the teenagers in your family start feeling like themselves again. Encourage them to give it a try. High school sports, it's so much more than a game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
And we want to Shout out to the Rogers family, as a lot of them are listening in on Vype tonight.
I just want to know if Uncle Scooter's listening again.
I have no word yet that Uncle Scooter is on the broadcast, but I'm sure they'll let us know here shortly. Sosa, the catcher.
Hey, go get him, Jacob. You good, buddy? Here we go. No big deal. Pump it.
Gas comes inside, and it's 1-0. This ball's hit hard. Newkirk on the run.
Just a great read and a great jump on that ball. From off the bat, he knew where that ball was headed. That was a good job by Newkirk. That ball was well struck.
Was, hit
Made
well.
a good play.
That's the first ball put in play for Port Neches-Groves in the last 5 batters.
Yeah, it goes back to that that bunt.
Yep, retired 6 in a row since that bunt.
You just gave away an out after 2 straight hits, and again, I mean, I can understand it, but especially early in the game, you can go for the big inning.
Well, you know, if your guy's pitching well and you think you can push a run across, and you know the odds go up when that guy gets to third base. You know, pass ball. There's a lot of room back here. But I'm with you. You're ahead in the count. It's your advantage.
Well, you just take a lot of the pressure off the pitcher in that situation. With no outs and runners in first and second, push them over.
Right.
You still got to get 2 outs with 2 runners in scoring position. But when you give away the second out like that, it takes a little pressure off the pitcher, lets him relax a little bit, and he did what he had to do.
Here's the 0-2, grounded right side. Boots going to take it himself.
Good job. Took it himself, but Rogers was there if he needed to.
Here's the first baseman, Tristan Abshire.
This kid with a base hit to the left last time. Yeah.
Singled his last time up.
Yeah.
See if Rogers approaches him any differently. Like him to get ahead. Nope. High fastball misses, and it's 1-0. Again, text in. Let us know you're listening. Good pitch there. 832-571-8291. Especially if you're an old girlfriend of Cade's. I always want to hear from you.
Negative.
Good pitch on the outside. Didn't get the call. 2 balls and a strike.
You notice I'm not giving my phone number out on the air.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
The 2-1. Grounded. Pacheco going to have to come hard. Throw across.
Got the cannon.
In time.
Good job.
Good stretch by Boots.
Good quick inning that he needed right there. Got him back, settled in a little bit. Now 55 pitches through 4 innings for Rogers. And 55 pitches through 4 innings for Reinhold. So, dead even.
Well, we did say both these young men are pitching pretty well. We are going to head to the top of the 5th. Mustangs lead it 2-0.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Well, Kate, I'm almost positive I have a broken bone in my right hand. And I can't figure out what might have caused it until Dylan just hit the 2-run homer. And there's a small chance Dylan's responsible for the broken bone in my hand.
That could be it. Yep. We tend to get a little excited when the young man does what he does. So I could see that happening.
See if I can get on their insurance. Montemayor will lead it off for the Mustangs here in the top of the 5th. Grounded out to short. Good curveball.
It's a little bit of a harder curve there. A little more velocity on that curve than his previous ones.
Down in the zone, it's 1-1. If you're just joining us, the Mustangs put 2 on the board in the 4th inning, and that's where we stand, 2-0. Rogers and Reinhold in a pretty good battle. High pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Big crowd, standing room only here at Ross Sterling High School in Baytown, Texas. Two media outlets covering this broadcast.
Good location for that pitch by Reinhold, but a better job of laying off of that by Landon Montemayor there.
He has been moving his pitches up and down. See if he comes back up. Yep. Misses, though. There's that hard one you were talking about.
Yeah, he's definitely been changing levels well, and he's using both sides of the plate. I really like to see that, you know. Sometimes these dominant pitchers, the pitchers that can, you know, throw, they just tend to live in the middle of the plate a lot of times and when they're overpowering. But
this is a big at bat. He walks this guy, he's in big trouble. Got a low call strike.
It's a tough one.
Borderline pitch, probably too close to take. Here's South. South struck out in the 3rd inning, his first time up.
That's a tough call there, but what's important is making that adjustment in next at bat. You're going to see him again. Just remember that. Come up next time and pound the nugget.
It's also getting that time of evening where it's tough to pick up the baseball. Yeah. Like we're sitting here right behind home plate, and that breaking ball right there was just filthy. It's a soft sky, and it is just tough to pick up that baseball. Good job by Sosa trying to frame that one on the outside corner. Just misses, and it's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Bounces that one in there. It's 2-1. There's no doubt who you're rooting for out here. You're either wearing blue and white or purple and white.
Yep, no mistaking that.
The 2-1. Hit up the middle, back. Oh, good snag by the pitcher. Would have been trouble had it gotten by him.
Yep, it's a great place to hit it. Hit it up the middle. You got one guy to beat before the outfield, but pitcher fielded the spot well there.
Well, back to the top of the order. Newkirk is 0 for 2. Maxey also took over the home run lead on this team. He now has 6 on the year.
Hey, let's go, let's go. Go to hit, let's go. Come on, Newkirk, come on, man.
One thing Dylan does not do is walk unless it's an intentional walk, which has started to happen. He has 2 intentional passes this year.
Yeah, I don't know why it hasn't happened earlier, honestly, the way he's played.
He doesn't have the Pacheco-type walk numbers, but that might come next year when Isaac's gone. Here's the 1-1 to Newkirk. Fouled off. Just missed it. Kevin knows it.
Well, that's 2 balls that Kevin's had there that he's hit that way out to the left side there out of play. That I'm sure he'd like to make a little adjustment on. 2 good pitches to hit, but top hand grip may need a little adjustment there.
The 1-2 to Newkirk. Just got a piece of it. Shout out to our QA, Dandra McBenyu, back in the studio. Thank you, Dandra. Always glad when I get you. A little strange doing audio only, though. So used to doing the full broadcast. Hopefully next time. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hit high into left field. Plenty of room. Left fielder moving over and makes the play. So a 1-2-3 inning. For Reinhold. And the Indians will come up trailing 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Back in a bit.
For the end zone, touchdown, Ryder Hernandez on 4th and 2 from the 17.
Sure, Vype Sports brings you the best in area high school football, but Vype brings you exciting high school volleyball action.
Dive in the middle for the back row. Here comes James and gets the kill.
Vype brings you walk-off home runs on the diamond.
Line drive, deep to left. It is going, and it is gone!
From lacrosse to the pitch to the court and more, the leader in high school sports coverage is Vype Sports. VYP.
Here's Caleb Falk, the DH, singled in the vacated hole at shortstop when Pacheco went over to cover the base runner on a steal. And he takes strike 1. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Oh, Rogers on the ground. Caught another cleat. Amy Pogach listening in and cheering on the Mustangs. Thank you, Amy.
It's got a message from the Allbergs. They're listening to the game back in Friendswood.
Ball driven kind of nowhere's land, and Montemayor will catch up to it, though. And there's 1 away.
Our good friends and neighbors, the Allbergs. Their little son Cooper playing baseball these days.
Bam Hollier, Bam Baseball, texting in asking what's the record for the quickest game.
Yeah, we might be setting one.
I say it's still daylight here, and we started at 7, not 6. Here's Sullivan, grounded foul.
Hey, here we go. Hey, here we go, biggin.
Sullivan.
Woo. Goodness gracious.
Takes the pitch there, and it's 1-1.
I think he blinked. That was a great pitch.
Sullivan's the one that laid down the sacrifice bunt to move the hitters over. Come on, Blue.
That's the 3rd time they've called time as he starts his windup. Can't be coincidence, guys.
Oh, the Benavides family texting in. Not that they're not proud of a certain guy. Ball bounces in there to Dylan. It's 2-1. Good pitch right down the pipe.
Hey, sit behind it. Sit behind it. Here we go, D. Here we go, baby.
Dr. Dinky with Select Spine and Sports texting in. Thank you, Dr. Dinky. I know a lot of these guys come see you.
Come get it.
DA with a tough play.
Way to get the big
on
hop.
the hop. What a play by DA.
Great job. That's a great job by Devin Andrews, third baseman there, charging that ball hard, not letting it take that last hop. Got it on the big hop. Made a good, strong throw on the run. Great job there, young man.
Only way he gets him is playing it the way he did.
Exactly.
Hit hard, Pacheco.
Get around
Long
it.
throw.
Strong throw. Good job.
A 1-2-3 inning for Rogers.
Good footwork there by Pacheco getting around that ball.
His pitch count
65.
65 through 5.
And Thomas Ronholt will be coming out to start the 6th, sitting at 70.
No, Dr. Dinky and Dr. Hollier from Select Spine and Sports listening tonight. Welcome, guys. Love having you both. And I wish y'all had been here to see Maxie's towering home run that has given the Mustangs a 2-0 lead, as we will head to the top of the 6th here in Baytown.
Are you worried how 2020 has impacted your teen's social development? We are too. Want to know what might help? Participating in the performing arts in high school. It's been hard being a teenager recently. Hard to cope, hard to keep up, hard not to feel like you're missing out. Everything's different and nobody knows what's next. Encouraging your son or daughter to participate in performing arts can really help. Those are high school activities like band, orchestra, choir, theater, speech, and debate. They'll make new friends, develop confidence, and feel the satisfaction of being part of a team. Participation in the performing arts aren't a cure-all, and they certainly won't make the pandemic go away, but they will make the teenagers in your family feel like they're part of something special. This message presented by the NFHS and the Texas University Interscholastic League.
Well, welcome back. Joe Hollier and Cade Lyko bringing you live action here on Vype Live Sports. We are in the top of the 6th. The #1 Mustangs lead it 2-0 over Port Neches-Groves. And I just heard that Alex Anastas, whose record was broken, his dad's actually here tonight.
No.
So,
right.
Great guy, great family. Caden Crow listening in.
Good timing on that swing there, Winkler. Felt it straight back to the net, but timing was dead on. Third baseman playing way in, taking away any chance of a bunt to that side.
Yep, Winkler 0 for 2. Trying to get on for some big bats that are coming behind him. Chaco waits on deck, and then Maxie.
Yeah, I'd like to see him put some pressure on him here. We can get a base runner on. I've been watching the catcher throw down 4 innings and stuff, and I'd really like to see him get on and start putting some runners in motion here.
Isaac under that one, fouls it straight back. One ball, 2 strikes. And Winkler with a little payback. Calls for time.
A little grin from Winkler, talking to the catcher.
You know, 2 can play that game.
Hey, here we go, 5. Here we go, 5. Here we go, 5.
Her ball.
He ripped that hanging curveball down the left field line. There we go. Now let's put the pressure on.
Only the second leadoff to get on for the Mustangs. Last time it happened, Mustangs scored 2 runs. Winkler, 16th hit on the season. Gets the Mustangs in business here. Pacheco singled his last at bat.
Yeah.
We talked about him holding many records.
Yeah.
Currently right on pace to break the all-time batting average record.
Way to lay off there. Good job.
Blue started to call it and then laid off. Pacheco has started every at bat down in the count. Ahead here, 1-0. Nobody out, 1 on. Top of the 6th. The 1-0 to Isaac. Hit hard back off the pitcher. Actually ricochets into a double play. Not sure where it hit him. They're going to check on him.
Got him in the arm, I believe. Wow.
But not only did he take a hit away.
A very fortunate ricochet for Port Neches-Groves there. Ricocheted right to the second baseman, and they ended up turning 2 out of that. That ball was absolutely smoked right back at the pitcher there.
Hey, go to work, D. Hit another one. In the gap.
Well, that was very lucky. Now the
Yeah.
coach is going to come out and check on his pitcher.
Yeah, scary moment there. You hate to see that, but I'm glad he appears to be okay there. So.
I don't know so much as he's checking on him as just saying, whatever pitch you threw Dylan last time, don't do that again.
And they might be talking about just what you said last time about
how you want to approach this
How do you want to approach Maxie?
You got an open base.
Hey, break it up. There ain't no prayer meeting over there.
Typically, the umpire lets the pitcher throw a pitch after he gets drilled by a ball, but
I think it hit off of his glove. I think he actually got a
some
lot of
leather
glove on that.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what he was telling the pitcher. 2 outs now. Dylan swinging first pitch just off the end of the bat.
You can hear shot there.
You can hear the crowd ooh and ah. So 2 outs and nobody on. What looked to be a promising inning has quickly evaporated. Dylan takes a ball and it's 1-1. Bounces that one in there, and it's 2-1. Dylan 1 for 2. Flew out to left field in the second inning and hit a 2-run homer in the 4th.
Be disciplined, son. Be disciplined.
Another curveball. Again, being very diligent with Maxie. And Dylan actually having a, he swung at the only strike he's gotten. 3 balls and a strike. See if he comes after him. 3-1. Nope.
Good at bat.
That's just what the coach went out there and talked about. Said, look, see if you can get him to chase something. But this kid is absolutely on fire right now, and we don't want anything to do with him.
It's like you got Caden Montemayor coming in to courtesy run for the catcher. Boots Landry coming to the plate. Again, I'd like to see him try to put a little pressure on here and make him make a play. Caden's got good speed.
And Boots, be a good hit and run guy as well. There's the ball.
So we got the crowd chanting the ball count now. They're saying ball 6, pulling a little A&M action.
Yep.
Out there at Texas A&M, the crowd notorious for counting the number of balls a pitcher throws in a row.
That catch it. Good off-speed pitch, man. And that pitch has been there for him tonight. Reinhold has gone to that pitch several times. Good changeup. Looks like a fastball and just dies right there at the end. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. A runner on first. Boot swings and misses, and that gets by the catcher. And Cade Montemayor will trot into second base. So now a runner in scoring position for Boots. Landry has struck out and flew out to left field. His 2-2 time's up.
This is where you got to shorten up and just move the baseball. Keep that front side quiet, stay over the plate, and just move the ball somewhere. Put the pressure on.
Reinhold steps off. And now gets the signal from Sosa. Sets and delivers. Curveball.
Good job of fouling that off. That ball was going to drop into the top of the zone there. It's a good job by Boots of getting a piece of that and living to see another one.
Boots is good at going the other way as well. Big hole on the left side. The shortstop is holding the runner at second. Fastball hit high in the air, left center field. I don't think he sees it. Now he sees it. It's a long run for him, and it's down. It dropped.
Yeah,
we talked about it.
It's that time of night. The ball just disappears in the dusk.
I looked out there, and the center fielder wasn't moving. All of a sudden, he put his hands up like, I have no idea where that ball is.
Yeah.
So Landry will be a courtesy double. You can't count it an error.
Right.
And it'll be an RBI.
You know, it's an unfortunate thing for outfielders. It happens to infielders too, but especially outfielders this time of night. If you played ball, if you played long enough, you've been there, you've witnessed it. It can be really tough to pick up the baseball this time of night.
And the other thing is, as the inning started, you thought, well, Friendswood really got cheated. He had a base hit, ricochet off, and they turned a double play. And then here in the same inning, if you're Port Neches-Groves, you're going, well, now I feel cheated. Out number 3 should have been caught. It wasn't. Here comes Brantley to run for.
You know, and that's something I used to always tell my kids when I coached them. Water finds its level, right? You're going to have to take the good with the bad. You're going to hit a rocket that ends up being an out or a ricochet and get a double play, and then you're going to hit a pop fly that should be an out and gets lost in the clouds. And it works its way out. It all comes out in the wash in the end. You just got to keep a level head and just keep playing hard.
Here's D.A., who has hit the ball pretty good twice tonight. Has a double. He's 1 for 2.
Come on, man. Hit the goddamn baseball.
And a chance to put another run on the board. Fouled straight back, ball up in the zone.
D.A. has found that right center swing tonight. Let's see what he does here. That last swing was kind of in that same slot.
Tried to go the other way. Fouled it off, and it's 0-2. 3-0 Mustangs. We're in the top of the 6th. 2 outs. Our runner at second. Corey Benavides has his team clicking pretty good here against a pretty good Port Neches-Groves team. Reinhold has pitched extremely well. But Rogers has been just a bit better. The 0-2, there goes a runner. A little hit and run. Soft fly ball to right field. Looks like right fielder sees it, though.
No, he did
they
not
lost
see
it again.
Trying to stretch it for 2. Throws way high going into third. Another gimme hit that they just can't find the ball right now. It's an interesting field. The lights here in the outfield, if you notice, LED lights, but they're very down angled. They're not shining out on the field or up much. It does seem a little tough to pick that baseball up out there.
Well, behind us, the sky's still a little bit lighter. So, like where we're looking, you and I can see the baseball.
Right.
We actually are watching the flight of the baseball, but looking back towards us, it's just a lighter sky, and they are not picking it up. Another run comes across for the Mustangs, courtesy of Mother Nature. You can hear the crowd saying, hit a pop-up. That's
well,
this one hit
up, but
hard, but right at the left fielder, and that one's caught. But 2 runs across pushes the Mustangs out to a 4-0 lead, and we will head to the bottom of the 6th here at Ross Sterling High School in Baytown, Texas.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Texas. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
All right, we're getting set for the bottom of the 6th. Mustangs on top 4-0. The number 9 hitter will lead it off for the Indians, Landon Ganeri.
Good job with the name there, Joe.
Well, I have to thank you for all the phonetic pronunciations. Rogers with a long rest in that inning. Didn't get the call there. Falls behind 2-0. So you definitely don't want to walk the 9 hitter at the top of the lineup coming up, leading 4-0.
There's a net. I don't know why I flinched, but it was right in my face. So
bounced straight back. 2 balls and a strike.
Let's go, D. Call a good game. Here we go.
It's the aggressiveness of Port Neches-Groves swinging 2-0.
Gas.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Ganeri.
I'd climb it one more time. He's gone after 2 high fastballs. I'd take it up a tick. Yep, he almost went to.
Had it been down just a little bit, I bet he would have.
That was a little too high, but you could tell he was going after it. He was geared up for the fastball.
Here's the payoff pitch. Little nubber and just out of the reach of Pacheco. It looked like a little cue ball shot. A weak single to center field, but in the books it looked like a shot off the wall. Uh-oh, Isaac.
I think he broke his glasses or something that were on his hat. I think he's bringing them in. Yeah.
Gonna hand off the gear to the coach. Isaac did all he could to get to that ball, just out of reach. Here's Blake Boast. Struck out looking in the first and struck out swinging in the third.
Mound Goblins got Rogers again on that one. Caught a cleat.
Former Friendswood coach Crocker texting in as well. Coach Crocker's beloved coach at Friendswood now. Head coach over in Pasadena.
Pitch to it. Pitch to it.
Dylan, good job. I was about to say, Dylan, go talk to him, and I looked up, and he was already on his way.
3 balls and a strike, and again, that's exactly right. You got a 4-run lead. You want to be pounding the strike zone. Got a good defense behind you. Don't worry about the little bloop single. You found a hole. Again, Rogers does not walk many batters at all. Three balls, no strikes, and right down the pipe.
Do it again. Here we go, Jay. Do it again.
Class of 78 showing up. Chad Kennedy texting in.
Double play ball.
What's up, my brother? The 3-1. Taken for a called strike, 3-2. Another payoff pitch. The 3-2. Line back up the middle for a base hit. And that's the problem. You've got to get ahead. So back-to-back singles has the Indians in business here with some of their big bats coming up. Here's Dean Guidry, the second baseman.
Hey, double it up. Let's go.
Yeah, you got first and second no outs with the 2-3-4 coming up. So as an offense, that's what you want. No doubt.
Hey, here we go, Roger. Here we go, babe.
Yeah, he saw 3 fastballs in a row, looking to bunt them over.
Yes.
Takes a strike. Throw
Back
back behind
pick.
it, back pick.
Get rid of it. There we go. There we go. Had to work the pickle.
Got him.
Good job. Easy. All right, stolen out there.
So Dylan Maxey showing the defense as he throws behind the runner, and they get him in a rundown, and Pacheco ends up running him down at third base.
Yeah, just a bad base running mistake there by the Port Neches-Grove runner. I mean, you got a batter up there squaring early to sacrifice. For some reason, pulled back on a piped fastball. I don't know if they were just showing it to see what the defense was going to do, but the runner, I guess, assumed he was going to bunt it and started, breaking from the bag and got backpicked. Good job of executing that run down there. And a good job by the runner from first to move up to second, recognizing that he was caught. At least keep one of them in scoring position.
So instead of 2 on and nobody out, now you have 1 on and 1 out. Runner still in scoring position.
Good job, Max.
Wow, Maxey. Tough pitch. And he actually swung at that.
Yeah, I'm not. I think that's he made his mind up before the pitch. I'm swinging because that ball never started in the strike zone.
What a stop by Maxey.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Rogers giving a look back, keeping the runner close. Fouled back. Count remains to 1-2.
So you got a hitter up there that's overly aggressive right now, wanting to swing at everything. He just swung at one at shoulder high. So you can pretty much take your pick of what you want to throw here. It does not need to be on the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It doesn't need to be a strike. You're going to get him a swing.
Just missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He had him frozen. Just the pitch would not come down in the zone.
I think the pitch selection in that location was the difference there. He went to the off speed. When it hops out of the hand and starts that high, I think it was an easy read for the batter there.
2-2. Hit towards the hole, and Pacheco cannot come up with it.
So a rare error by the Friendswood Mustangs there. Been super solid defensively all year, but it happens to the best of them.
Here comes Benny. Benny wants to talk to everybody. So we back where we were, first and second with 1 out. I don't know that Pacheco would have had a shot at him.
Yeah, he was pinching the middle a little bit. The ball was hit kind of in the 5.5 hole there, and he went over. He actually, it wasn't hit that hard. He was able to get behind it, but footwork-wise, it got a little deep on him, kind of handcuffed him a little bit. But even had he come up cleanly, I'm not sure he would have had to throw it first. But you never know. He's got a rocket for an arm, so we've seen stranger things.
Here's Sosa. Sosa grounded out to first and then flew out to center field. He's 0 for 2.
Let's go, FRIENDSWOOD.
This has been the longest inning for Rogers.
Which one did you say your brother was? Which one? Oh, okay. Hey, here we go. Get a ground ball.
Hit hard to short.
There
6, 4, 3. Oh, it gets by Boots, and a run's going to score.
Another uncharacteristic mistake by FRIENDSWOOD there. Tailor-made double play ball. Boots, I haven't seen him misplay a ball all year. Wasn't the best throw to first, but on a turf field, a good low throw. That ball just skipped. It didn't really hop, and he expected to hop there, I think.
Boast will come home to score. Guidry is out at second on the 6-4. And Sosa will take over first base with 2 away.
Is that the first run we've given, FRIENDSWOOD's given up in the playoffs so far?
It is. Of course, it's going to be unearned. That one gets by Dillon. Good breaking ball.
Hey, no biggie, no biggie. You're good. That run don't mean shit.
But it's swung and missed, so it's strike 1.
Yeah.
Just off the plate, 1-1. Two balls and a strike now to Sosa. And that's been to Johnson. That's been the trouble for Rogers this inning. He's just been getting behind, and again, not missing by much, but missing. Here's the 2-1. Third ball, a pretty one. And no call. Wow, 3 balls and a strike. And they're and every time he's been behind or in a full count, Port Neches-Groves has come up with a hit. The 3-1. Got him to swing at a breaking ball. And
surprise breaking ball there. I guarantee he wasn't thinking breaking ball on that one. Good job by Maxie smothering that ball again.
This is the 3rd hitter this inning that's had a full count on him. The other 2 have singled. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner at second. The payoff. Gets by Maxie again. And right through his leg. The ball is staying down. It's going right through his legs. That'll go down as a pass ball. So it's 1st and 3rd now.
It's like we talked about. These turf fields can be a little tricky. When it's all turf, no dirt, the ball doesn't hop the same way. It skips a lot. And it's been tough. This has been a very uncharacteristic inning for the Mustangs. I mean, starting with the pitching behind, that's not characteristic of Rogers. The defense, we've had a couple of misplayed balls. And Dillon letting the ball get by him a couple times this inning too. So we got Griffin Casemeyer coming in. So good job, good effort there by Jacob Rogers, getting a standing ovation from the crowd.
Well, Casemeyer will lead the game leading 4-1. The 2 runners on base will be his. And Casemeyer has been called on to try and secure the 3rd out here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back after this break.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
30-13. Again, another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close at the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the three. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at Vype, VYPE.com.
Well, welcome back. Joe Hollier and Cade Lyko bringing you live action between Friendswood Mustangs and Fort Neches-Grove Indians. Mustangs up 4-1, but the Indians are threatening. Runners on the corner, 2 outs. Case Meyer in for the Mustangs. Rogers out.
So the final numbers on Rogers, not much different from his last appearance as far as total pitches and ball to strike. He hit 91 pitches, 59 strikes, 32 balls. Last game was 64 strikes, 32 balls. But the difference was the balls came early in the count.
Case Meyer's first offering is off the plate, and it's ball 1. This is Case Meyer's first playoff appearance. And he comes in here with some traffic on the bases. Curveball low, and it's 2-0.
And this is what we talked about last game. At the end of the game with Rogers, when we were talking about should he go out or should they get Case Meyer in to get some work. So he hasn't thrown in a while, and the kid that's normally pounding the strike zone is now 3-0.
So Mustangs cruising up until this inning. Had a chance to get out of it with a ground ball, but could not turn the double play. Pacheco's to south was clean, but Reed's throw was a little wide and low, and Boots could not come up with it. That would have gotten them out of the inning without any score. There is an open base. Here's the 3-1. In there for a called strike.
Oh, I thought for a second he wasn't going to call it.
You can tell Case Meyer not throwing as hard as Rogers.
Yeah, I'm not sure Case Meyer's throwing as hard as he normally does right now. And it seems as though he's a little tentative, maybe.
The payoff pitch.
That was a good pitch.
Fouled away, good pitch. And it's 3-2.
So this kid batting here, number 3, Tristan Absher, in his first at bat when he got the hit, it was kind of a similar bat, fouling off tough pitches. He ended up hitting it to left center field. Winkler's got him shaded toward left center a little bit.
3-2, fouled off again, he'll reset.
And he's got that same kind of timing with these last 2 foul balls here, so I wouldn't be surprised to see one lifted into left.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Runner at first will be going on the pitch. 3-2. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Just left that one up a bit.
Here's Caleb Falk. He's 1 for 2. Falk, a big old boy.
Yeah, this kid hit one on the screws his first time up, so.
Think where we'd be had we not backpicked a guy.
Yeah.
Mustangs need an out. Bases are loaded. Good breaking pitch in there for a called strike.
But this is what playoff teams do. You give playoff teams extra outs, and it's your job to capitalize on it, and we've given them a few.
Yep.
So
this is the Port Neches-Groves chance right here, and they know it. Falk is the DH tonight, hitting for Reinhold. Another curveball, swing and a miss. And he's down 0-2.
Yeah, I see no reason to change this up right here. You don't want to give up an easy 0-2 strike, something he can hit, something fast, fastball over the plate. They still don't have the big inning. It's only one run across. You can get out of it here. Let's make a smart pitch. Way ahead, 0-2.
Dylan setting up way outside.
Yeah, and that's a good pitch. That's a good pitch.
One ball, 2 strikes. That pitch did not miss by much.
And that's okay. It's still a great location.
The 1-2. Curveball, grounded to short. Pacheco, the long throw. Boots.
There we go, Boots. Good job picking that.
Would have rather him go to second base on that play, but it was a shorter throw. But a lot of action on the base pass for only 1 run. The Mustangs dodge a huge bullet as Casemeyer coaxes Folds to ground out and end the threat. So we are through 6, and your Mustangs lead it 4-1.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Hey, for all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to gear up and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Gear up this spring at Academy Sports and Outdoors. All right, Joe Hollier and Cade Lyko bringing you live action here on Vype Live. We are on the top of the 7th. Mustangs leading it 4-1 over Port Neches-Groves. This is game 1 of a best-of-3 series. Game 2 tomorrow night right here, same time. Mustangs will be home team for that game.
And we will have the PA and the music and the scoreboard and all that stuff tomorrow.
So Reinhold, kind of the same thing. He had a long sit. See if he has any issues like Rogers did with the long in-between inning. Behind here, and evens the count 1-1 as Montemayor swings through that pitch.
And here's the at-bat that you want Montemayor to have learned from the last one right here. This is what I was talking about. He's going to come up again. It's late in the game. It's 7th inning. He's going to get another chance, and you want to see those adjustments. He picked a great pitch to swing at. He laid off 2 tough pitches, so he's so far has made some great adjustments from his previous about.
Heading the count 2-1. Mustangs winning the flip for the 3-game series.
There
hit hard right at the shortstop.
That's what you do. You just hit the ball hard. So good at bat. Not the result you want, but he did his job. Laid off the tough pitches, got a good one to hit, and hit it hard.
Around the league, Barbers Hill is playing Santa Fe at Barbers Hill. And it's game 1 of a 3-game series. Also in Region 3, Lake Creek is playing Montgomery. They're playing that game at Sam Houston State University.
Great ball field. Love that place.
The other game is Porter versus College Station, and that game is being played in Navasota. All three of those series, including this one, are all three-game series. In on the hands, fouled off the right side, now to play. And it's 1-1 on South. Reed 0 for 2. Struck out in the third. Hit it back to the pitcher in the fifth. Facing a pretty good pitcher from Port Neches-Groves. Chased a high pitch there, and he's down in the count 1-2.
A little late on that pitch. And the timing on the previous pitch, a hard fastball in, and got deep on him, got in on the hands. I'd like to see him shorten up here and just move the ball.
Check swing, couldn't hold up. And it'll be the second strikeout of the game for South. This one looking. Actually, you're going to call that a swinging strike.
So this next pitch for Reinhold will be his 100th pitch of the game.
Well, it's nice that he can go and they not use up any more pitching. But you hate to see a young man up over 100 pitches. Off speed, and never call strike. Newkirk doesn't like it. Can we get that call as well? 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the 7th. Off speed, off the plate, 1-1. Pretty quiet crowd tonight. It's not a lot of talk between teams. Good pitch down and in. It's 1-2. Newkirk took a hack at it. The 1-2. Started to go, didn't. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. You know, Rogers could come back for the last inning. Just saying.
I mean, it's within the rules of the high school game.
He could come back.
Yeah.
Ooh!
That zone expanded for Newkirk there. Can understand the frustration, but got to flush it now and get out there and play some great defense in center field and go win this ball game.
Well, that is a terrible call because there has been a couple of pitches in the zone for us that has not been called that. But that ball was definitely up in the zone, and Newkirk gets called out looking. And Casemeyer will come out here in the bottom of the 7th. Needing 3 runs while Port Neches-Groves, 3 outs while Port Neches-Groves needs 3 runs. And we will head to the bottom of the 7th. We'll stay here.
So Mustangs just got to keep their composure here. They're still in control of this game. They got to flush the stuff that's happened here last inning and at the plate that inning and just finish the game strong.
7, 8, 9 due up for the Indians. And Christian Sullivan will lead it off.
With all that's gone on, if you told me at the beginning of the game we'd be up 4-1 with the 7, 8, 9 and the bottom of the 7 coming up for them, that's...
I'll take it.
You'll take it.
Curveball inside for ball 1. Sullivan 0 for 2. Hit it to short his last time up, and that's nowhere close.
Yeah, he got quick on the top half there. Needs to adjust his tempo a little bit. Just go through his motion. Don't rush it.
All three Mustangs have been good about closing out games, but you can tell Casemeyer is pitching a little tight here, and all the more reason we would have liked to have seen him throw an inning at Sneederland when they were up 7-0.
Yeah, there's just no substitute for in-game action. I mean, you can go out there and you can throw your pins and do what you're supposed to do, and you know, they say stay ready so you don't have to get ready sort of thing, but it's just different when you get in the game situation. And now we see a 4-pitch walk to start the inning.
Casemeyer has been excellent all season. He's thrown 31 innings. He's only given up 7 runs, 6 earned, 5 walks, and he's had 38 strikeouts.
Hey, here we go. Hey, here we go, D. Sit fat, D. Sit fat. Be wide. Be wide. Let's go. Let's go, D. Hey, get ahead, Griff. Let's go. Hey,
that's only walk number 6 of the year. And he misses outside there. 5 balls in a row now by Casemeyer. As a hitter, you really start getting excited because you know you're going to get a pitch to hit.
He's just getting quick. He needs to let his lower half work. He's jumping to the plate. He just needs to let his lower half get in there.
Low pitch, but called a strike, and it's 1-1. Mustangs need an out just to kind of take the pressure off here. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's off the plate, 2-1. Fort Neches-Groves very aggressive early in the game, now have been content to make Friendswood pitchers throw strikes. And honestly, they have really struggled the last 2 innings. Back. There's 1. Can they turn it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness gracious. I just don't understand what is happening right now.
Wow.
The baseball gods are frowning on Friendswood at the moment. That was definitely a double play. I'm not sure what the umpire at first saw there, but it wasn't really that close, honestly. But, you know, you got the out, got the lead runner. 2 outs to go, flush it. Let's go. Let's go to work.
Runner at first, 1 out. Here's Ganeri, the 9-hitter.
There you go. Maybe this crowd will help get him pumped up.
Yeah, that's a bad call as first base, as you'll see. That may be even a little makeup call. I think the home plate umpire knew that he was out.
Yeah.
I think everybody here knew he was out, except the one guy needed to make the call the right way. The 0-2. Curveball lined into center field. Base hit. It'll drop. Would have liked to have seen that one out of the zone ahead in the count.
Yep.
Caught too much at the plate. And back to the top of the lineup, Blake Boast, the center fielder.
Well, it brings a tying run to the plate. So
1 for 3. He has scored the only run. Fort Neches not going quietly here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 on, 1 out. Mustangs leading 4-1. Good curveball for a called strike. That was a better location there.
Right.
Call a good game, Biggin. Call a good game. You all right? Call your game, big boy.
Still just 1 ground ball away right here. Just keep making pitches like that low in the zone. Not that one. So a hit batter puts him on first. Bases loaded, 1 out. And the 4-hole coming up? No, what is it, 2-hole?
2-hole. This will be Dean Guidry. Guidry is 1 for 3. Singled his last time up.
Again, no reason to panic.
Time is being called. I think we have somebody warming up in the bullpen that's going to come out. The lefty. Can't tell who it is.
Is it Birch? I thought they were going to throw JB tomorrow. So Jackson Birch.
Well, we'll let Birch warm up. And we'll be back with the ending of this ball game that has gotten quite interesting here in the late innings.
Well, Birch has come in amped up. He's got to be throwing low 90s right now. His first 2 had some zip.
We'll be back right after this.
There are no words to describe it. The isolation, the boredom, the loneliness. If you're wondering where your teenage son or daughter's spirit went, you're hardly alone. The past year has been devastating, especially for them. But here's the good news. They might just find it again, playing high school sports. Workouts that stimulate, teammates and coaches that care. The sense of belonging so many of us have been missing lately. That's what school sports are all about. The sense of achievement is real, and the camaraderie is hard to beat. Coping with uncertainty is difficult, but school sports can help the teenagers in your family start feeling like themselves again. Encourage them to give it a try. High school sports, it's so much more than a game.
Well, now the crowd is really into it. Bases are loaded. 1 out for Dean Guidry.
That's where you find out what you're made of, boys.
Birch, first pitch, in there for a call strike. Port Neches-Groves trailing by 3. Base hit would really make things interesting.
High gas.
High gas. Nothing there for Guidry, and he's down 0-2.
Threw him the high cheese there, and he bit.
I'd
go right back there again. Yep.
The 0-2.
Got it
Fouled.
down. Too much plate on 0-2.
Yep.
Way too good a pitch, 0-2. Got away with one there. That was mid-thigh high, center cut.
Fouled back. Count remains 0-2. Bases are juiced. Birch trying to save game 1 for the Mustangs. Ball again late, fouled out of play, and it's still 0-2.
He needs to climb the ladder, or he needs to change his eye level right now. Get one down, some off-speed down out of the zone. Trust your catcher to block it.
The 0-2.
There it is.
There it is. Line to center
That's
field.
okay.
And caught.
There we go. That's good.
2 outs.
Still too good a pitch on 0-2, but at least it was down. Couldn't get much on it.
Kendrick comes in to score for run number 2. Runners cannot move up, so they stay at first and second with 2 outs. Here's Sosa, the catcher. He's 1 for 3. Benny moving his outfield in.
Yeah, the runner on first is your concern here. You definitely don't want to see a double with 2 outs. Got to have the no doubles defense going.
First and third are guarding the line. A walk started the inning. A terrible call by the umpire kept this inning alive. And then a single and a hit by pitch. Birch, who is scheduled to start tomorrow, has been called upon to try and end this threat and give the Mustangs a win here in game 1 of the 3-game series. The 0-1. Fouled hard to the right side.
So again, 0-2. You have to throw a ball. Got to be smart here. He has come out, lights out, sophomore left-hander, looking great. Throwing seeds up there. But he really needs to be smart with his pitch selection here. Trust your catcher. Change eye levels. Don't let him just eat the fastball here.
Sosa asking for time again. The 0-2. Blue's just too scared to make a call on his own.
Yeah. It was off the plate, but it's a great pitch. Definitely too close to be taken there as a batter, I would say. But
there's been a couple of calls like that that would have ended innings.
Right.
And Friendswood has not been the beneficiary. The 1-2.
No.
Just off. Good off-speed pitch.
And that's okay. Change the timing, change the look.
Don't want to put the winning or tying run on at second.
Right.
Will most likely get a pitch to hit here.
You still got one. It's 2-2 count. No reason to give in. Okay.
So runners will be going on the pitch. There's 2 outs. The count is full.
All right, here we go, Birch.
Birch,
3-2.
pitch of his life. Grounded
right back to
the
him.
pitcher.
There we go. No, just get the ball to first base. There we
Ball
go.
game. Birch comes in relief, gets the ground ball back to him on the 3-2, and the Mustangs will take game 1, 4-2 over Port Neches-Groves. They improved to 28-0 on the year.
Whew.
And I don't know about you, but I felt a lot better when it was 4-0.
Yeah, I did too. That was just a valiant effort right there by Port Neches-Groves. I mean, that's what you do in playoff baseball. You don't give up until the bitter end. Fortunately for Friendswood, they were able to hang on there. They kind of let the wheels come off a little bit in that 6th inning. So put them in a rough spot there in the 7th, and when you're giving away free bases on walks and hit batters, it makes it a lot tougher on you. So good job by Jackson Birch coming in, young sophomore in a pressure situation, coming in and sealing it up.
Yeah, can you imagine? Don't get me wrong, Birch has great stuff, and he has been every bit the equal of Rogers this year, right?
Yeah.
But to be a sophomore pitcher and come in that situation, that only bodes well for the future for this Mustang.
Absolutely, and we've talked about it. The pressure doesn't really seem to get to. I think this is the first time we saw a little chink in the armor. They got a little, kind of caught on their heels a little bit on defense, and saw the pressure get to them just a touch. But like I said, this is where you find out where you're made of, and we found out today that they could withstand it. Bases loaded, they're at the end, and they withstood the storm.
And keep in mind, Friendswood has not played in a week.
Right.
This team had a 3-game series that they're pretty fresh off. They've been playing live baseball a little bit before we were, right?
Right. So we had the 1-game series, and then we haven't been able to really practice really well with all the rain at home. We don't have the turf and the things, so it's been tough. But they did what they came to do. Got the first one.
They got the first one, which is the big one. I'm sure Birch is probably still good to go. Start tomorrow.
He threw 11 pitches, so yeah.
Get some sleep tonight. Again, it's not luckily it's not a long drive, so everybody should get home and get rested and come back out here and do it all again tomorrow at 7 o'clock for game 2.
Right. Yeah, looking forward to it. That was a really good high school baseball game right there.
Great baseball game. Mustangs score 2 in the 4th on a 2-run homer by the catcher Dylan Maxey, and then put 2 more across, courtesy of
of the dusk. I mean, honestly.
It was Mother Nature helping out. Otherwise, this would have been honestly, it would have been a 2-1 game instead of a 4-1 game.
Right.
Because that, and then, you're
totally
really
different ball game. Yeah.
You're really talking about amping up the adrenaline for something like that. So Mustangs beat their ace, and we'll have.
Well, and what you want to see out of a situation like this is what did you learn? Because there's always something to learn. There's something to learn in a win. There's something to learn in a loss. You don't just win and go home and, yeah, we did our job. And so we're going to see what that does tomorrow. Survived a scare here. But, should it go a little further? It's like we talked about, the importance of getting your pitchers into games and getting them some work and some live action because they need to stay sharp in case you're not on your A game for the entire game and you come into a tough spot. So good job by the Mustangs of holding their own there and finishing the game, and good job by Port Neches to put up a great fight there.
Well, we want to thank everybody that listened in to us tonight. We know we did not have the video broadcast righted to us, but we appreciate you listening in to the audio broadcast here on Vype, and we will have it again tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So join us for Game 2. For Kate Lyko and our QA back in the studio, Dandra McBenyu, I'm Joe Hollier. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
see
folks.
you tomorrow.